Hey folks, welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy XIII-2, and I'm Serious JG. Just in case it makes a difference, we got back to the same point without defeating the Longui, and now we're going to go into town and ask the hunters how to move it.
The big monster with the shell on its back is called the Longui.
Oh,
For some
Longui.
reason, it's afraid of lightning. A single flash in the sky and it's off and running in the opposite
Maybe it's afraid of
direction.
lightning because it's a lot more likely to be struck by it than you are. I mean, I would say lightning is a much more, not the character, the electrical discharge from the clouds. It's a much more reasonable fear for the Longui than it is for you.
The storm carries away monsters on hot, muggy days with lots of sun.
It seems the monster Pharaoh is causing the storm. Defeating him will most likely end all of our problems.
It still says move the Longui.
If anyone can stop the storm, it's you two. Make sure you stay on your toes. I want to see you back here safe and sound.
Doesn't look like we missed any dialogue then. Yep. Doesn't look like we actually missed any dialogue. So, okay, never mind. Let's go back. We're not that much strong. We were going to be way overpowered for this thing regardless because we were strong enough to beat the monster you're supposed to find a plot way to distract rather than defeat before fighting it. So this boss we're about to fight will probably fall, within seconds.
Final Fantasy XIII-2, the story so far.
I'm trying to figure out whose voice that is. Like, what character from this game that is. I'm just blanking on it. It might be like Gilgamesh or somebody from the DLC.
On the surface.
Sounded like it was one of the various Dynasty Warriors Zangiefs. Or not Zangiefs, Zhang Fei's. I'm Zangief. I fight to restore the Han. Now let me give you the spinning pile driver for the glory of the USSR. The USSR seriously not fallen yet when Street Fighter 2 came out? I guess not. The Berlin Wall had fallen, but... Oh, I picked the wrong slot. Damn it. It's gonna be the... Yeah, I picked the wrong slot. Sorry, guys. This has not been the most efficient ever opening to a video. I need to find the one that actually has the more, the additional fragments. And now maybe Guan Yu or Liu Bei will tell us about the story so far.
Final Fantasy XIII-2, the story so far.
Whose voice is that? I don't recognize the voice of the main character of this game.
On the surface.
On the 6th day of Christmas, my true love gave to me a partridge in a pear tree. Yeah, a lot of leveling I did for this game apparently, because I think I've pretty much broken the main story. Some of the optional stuff might still be interesting, but the main story, if I'm already able to defeat Longuis, I think might be a little bit broken. That's right, just punch your own palms there, Noel. That's the way to win over Sarah. He's like, I'm gonna be the best synergist. Oh, he's untamable. Employs wounding attacks that reduce maximum HP. Well, he absorbs fire and wind. He's also almost half defeated. Megaton charge. We probably were supposed to turtle that, but maybe not. It didn't really seem that bad. I mean, I know we're over leveled, but it did like nothing. And he didn't even get off his dragon breath attack. So yeah, it kind of broke the game a little bit. No Chrysogen points. That was supposed to be a 6-minute battle. It took 30 seconds. We got 3 potent orbs. La-di-da. We probably get a fragment and then chrysanthemum points.
Do you think this'll fix the paradox?
Yep, forever.
Yes. Now let's head back before Snow gets himself into more trouble.
He punches his
Why,
own
are you
hand.
worried about him?
What? No. Just figured you'd be itching to see him again.
How do you know about my itches?
Oh, if there's one thing I know about Snow, it's that he's as tough as a behemoth.
But we murdered hundreds of behemoth during our off-screen grinding.
On his own.
You know, I couldn't do what you two do. Staying apart and doing your own thing even though you love each other.
I'd need to be with you constantly, which I am, so it works out.
You never know when someone might disappear from your life. Take it from me. You have to make every moment count.
Kupo, I'll never leave you, Noel. Kupo.
But it's okay. I believe we can change our fate. If I didn't, I wouldn't be here.
I'd be hanging around at the apocalypse, just being depressed. I figure if you existed at the end of time and all of humanity was like dead, and you had the option of traveling around in time, and you didn't have any ability to save mankind, but you could travel around to a time when people were alive, you might do that just because it's more fun than hanging around by yourself at the end of the world. Just a thought. Sneak in one more level here. We got something over here. We got Mog's clock, which makes him look like Flava Flav. I'll follow you, apparently. Well, while we're out here, I feel like we should check back with the people in town and see.
The fragment was causing the storm. The monster swallowed it by accident, but it kept working inside it.
How do you know that?
Exactly. That's why it seemed the storm was coming right out of its mouth.
I think we've already fought all those enemies. I'm not sure. Kind of curious if we can get 100% exploration here. Well, there's definitely a treasure at the top of the zone that we can't see. Oh, there's a big old monster of some kind hanging around over there. Alright, this is the fastest way to get rid of you. We'll do it. Buckaboos. And there's some kind of Buckaboo Bandito or Buckaboo Boss or something. Buckaboo Ace. Buckaboo Ace Ventura, Buckaboo Pet Detective. Alright. Maybe possible once we have... Oh, fuck! I'm sorry, I didn't think it would let me jump off the edge. Maybe possible once we have chocobos to actually cross over there and get 100% completion. In the meantime, fight more of these guys. Enough, I must kill the bugaboos. I must defeat Boogaloo Brown. You can see whatever the heck that is in the background. Even as we're fighting regular monsters, you can see whatever's hanging around up there. Alright. See, that sucks. I mean, there's no other way for me to possibly get this thing. Okay, that time I got lucky, I guess. Does this count as exploration? Probably not. It's just mana chips. But it's still only 99% exploration, so at some point I gotta come back here with a chocobo. I guess. Now, I kind of want to check something out before we go. I've been intentionally avoiding them. I fought a, like, metal gigantuar at one point, which is apparently a rare spawn enemy. There's nothing I can do to make it show up any more often at the moment. But there is something over here which I intentionally avoided, because it's a giant statue of a cactuar. I was like, what happens if you interfere with it? Well, you get a cactuar statue. No, I thought I was going to have to face a cactuar when I did that, to tell you the truth.
Sheep to make clothing and blankets.
Sure. Do you have anything to say about the fact that we defeated the monster?
The storm
Okay.
is gone. I don't know how to thank you two.
How about a Hickory Farms gift box? Here you go, Zerfall. Now you have to start watching this LP. Yeah, this particular LP, I figured Zerf and, I don't know how much time Jacksource has for watching LPs these days. She's got her own online hobbies, which are blowing both Zerf and I out of the water, as it were, but yeah, I figured she would be into this one because she liked Final Fantasy XIII, and I figured Zerf would be into it because after what feels like months without having done so, I finally referenced how about a Hickory Farms gift box. Anyway, let's continue the story.
Sure, but this gate seems different from the others.
Like it's plottier.
Very good, Kupo. It's been sealed in such a way that an artifact won't open it. So you have to find out where and how to break the lock, Kupo.
Oh. I thought the whole plot was that... I thought the whole plot was that we were... Well... Whatever. More buckaboos. I'll grab you while we're running around, but I think maybe... Oh, you know what? There was another... Stop punching your hands. You are not Snow. There was another... another gate back at the Sunleth Waterscape we never opened. Maybe that's what we have to do to advance the story. By the way, we can now close gate, which means that if you reopen it, you get to start over from scratch, which means we could now go back and do the Titan boss fight again. But for this place, it's like we're still missing... We haven't gotten any fragments, and we're missing one of the gates, so I think we have to go to the gate that this place is supposed to unlock next. And that might advance the story. Or we come here now, and maybe without having to advance to a new zone, just coming here now means that that Flan monster's not as strong, which is not a big deal. We were strong enough to defeat it anyway, but the plot doesn't want us to be. So anyway, let's return to 300 and fuck and see what happens. Oh, this is...
Where's Snow?
Maybe he's already been murdered.
He's gone off to fight on his own.
Dumbass. Yeah, he's like right there. He's like inches away. Well, it certainly doesn't look as... It's greener and less powerful than before. We'll get the badass boss music again. Now it's mutant tomato attack of the mutant tomato. It should be a lot less powerful than it was. So this should... We're gonna save the whole world here, right? Well, he just gave himself buffs, but he didn't get off any offensive maneuvers. And we got a mutant extract. So that's nice. And we got enough for one more level.
Looks like I needed the cavalry after all. Maybe going solo was a bad idea.
Maybe Disney's Han Solo standalone was a bad idea.
Why did you even try?
Why did he know he didn't have a chance of winning? He could have won. I thought they would jump out of the pillar and help me.
I knew it was stupid. But the pillar is getting eaten away bit by bit. I can't just stand by and watch. Not when those two are in danger.
You couldn't just sit still and wait for help, could you?
Well, you guys changed the path, so my memories were affected, right?
I do, all right?
So fuck
You're
you.
the worst of them all. I hate your kind.
Oh, now that's racist, Noel. Just racist against blondes.
But who do you save, really? You even realize how useless you are? You realize what you do to the people you're supposed to protect?
To protect them.
Now you wait just a damn minute. You've been looking after Sarah. And back in your own time, you protected your village and your friends. Am I wrong?
Well, how do you know? I never talked to you about that.
You and I are pretty much the same.
No. You don't get it. You don't know anything. You're wrong. We're not the same.
I punched my fists into each other. I don't fist one fist into my open palm like you.
No. You know what? Forget it. Maybe you're right.
If you're too much like me, but a little younger and more handsome, I might lose my girl here, so...
Because if you don't, then neither will anyone you love.
It's a little self-centered, isn't it, Snow?
I'm sorry I charged in on my own.
This is deep stuff here, folks.
Snow.
I guess what I'm saying is, you keep looking after Sarah for me, okay?
Be smarter about it than I would be in your place.
Snow? What's happening?
I just accomplished my focus, I guess.
Wait, but we resolved the paradox.
Maybe that's the reason.
He's not supposed to be
The
here.
timeline is correcting itself. Things that don't belong in this era are disappearing.
Yeah, this is 300 as fuck. There's no reason Snow would be here.
No longer exists.
No! Stop it! I won't let you go!
Sarah, I'm not dying. I'm just
Can't be with you.
gonna be with you in your own time. It's fine.
Please don't leave me! I can't lose you over and
It'll
over!
be okay. Heroes never die.
They just fade away.
A secret. But how?
Yeah, it doesn't really matter. It's part of a paradox that's been resolved. So don't worry about the fact that it will never be explained. Bye!
This is what it means to change time.
The story just comes to shit.
Why did he have the brand? Who made snow on the sea? Why?
Don't worry. It will be revealed in a Japan-only,
Maybe it was something he asked for.
Not in a million years! Who would be insane and stupid enough to do that?
Snow.
What if you needed to protect someone, and you could only do that with the power of the Lassie?
Everyone knows what happens to Lassie. Succeed or fail, they're doomed.
They're like vice presidential candidates.
Trying to protect. Damn the consequences. Damn himself.
He's a
If it means
dumbass.
helping my friends, I'll gladly become a Lassie. Sound like something he'd say?
Because I just made it up.
And you hate him for that.
No, I hated him because he was stopping me from getting
Yes,
it with
I
you,
hate him.
but...
I understand it.
And now that he's gone, I'm moving in on his girl.
That's it. I've decided. Snow is always putting himself in danger, trying to save others.
I'm breaking up with him.
I'm going to save him.
Sure you are.
When I became a Lassie, he did everything he could to help me. Now it's my turn.
To do everything I can to help myself.
I won't stop until I find him again.
Okay. And I'll make sure you do. He asked me to look after you, remember?
You're doing it wrong. You gotta punch your palm.
When two people part and go their separate ways, Their memories split as well.
Wait, what?
Some people wish they could go back and be together like before. Others look forward to the day they can meet again.
And if they break up, then
Sarah,
maybe they
the
won't get
future
back
is
together, and
yours.
maybe
Follow your
they'll
path.
get.
Don't
I don't know.
stop now.
Don't stop believing. Anyway, we've saved the future, I guess. I keep getting fragments and mistaking them for gate seals.
For a while longer, at least. The rest will have to leave to Hope and the other researchers.
So we can finally obtain the artifact, which is in this tiny little stretch that we couldn't walk on before. You guys are in the way. And so you must die. Now, there was an enemy type that would appear rarely around here that's supposed to appear more frequently once we've cleared out all the plot. But I'd like to get one, because I got one, leveled it up, and absorbed it into a different monster, and now can't get it back.
That's way out of reach. Looks like a job for Mog.
Leave it to me, Kupo.
Although I will protest and go, Kupo, Kupo! Because my plot dialogue is separate from my other dialogue. Apparently he's just rolling on forever, and that didn't work. Kupo. Screw you, Kupo. Take this, raw. I gotta wear shades to protect my sensitive Asari eyes. Yeah, the bouncing mechanic is kind of annoying. Oh, well, that somehow is stuck. I'm a serious artifact. I'm a serious artifact. I'm a serious artifact. Okay, so now we're heading for the last gate that we hadn't already got to work. And we've got 100% exploration of this area. We still don't seem to have gotten any of the fragments, unless I got one of them. Beating Muto Tomato. Around. Alright. The restoration artifact. Surely this will advance the story.
Shall we?
By the way, if we go back to New Bottom, Snow is not there. He still leaves New Bottom to go trying to find a way to help Lightning, and for Sarah's sake, he just apparently doesn't travel 300 years into the future and fight people here. Will you guys stop stalking us?
Will you allow this?
I really can't do much about it. I'm a 12-year-old girl.
To decide.
Well, okay. I mean, I could probably stop him. I'm a big badass dude with a giant weird feather sword with an eyeball. I mean, the sword has an eyeball. I have 2 eyeballs. Now we're back here. I guess I'll save the game. Oh, and I found out I was supposed to have... I can probably get them now, but I missed some content I should have been able to get.
Time and memory, frozen in crystal.
Still don't think we can get in here.
Emerge from the gate at the entrance to an extravagant palace, but with the...
Yeah, we still can't actually get there. But I was supposed to use the Moogle throw to actually get more treasure here from the limited area we could reach, but I think we still can probably... Hopefully we'll be able to advance now. I don't know. Here again, this place sucks.
Another detour?
It's easy to get lost when you leap across time, Kupo.
Kabobo.
We can go back to the gate anytime. Let's take a breather.
Seems like a nice place to do it, you know, outside time and space.
Say, Sarah. You remember when you told me that you saw lightning in me, in your dreams?
Yeah.
Does that explain your hairstyle anyway?
Are you still having them?
No. The last time I saw lightning was the night before we met.
Yeah, we're hanging around near a
I've had lots
treasure
of dreams
chest.
about what happened the next
A treasure chest which takes the form of a floating
Why do you ask?
high-tech cylinder. Because why wouldn't it?
I was just curious.
All right. My turn. I want to know about Yule.
Oh, well, I'm not telling you the answer to that either.
I don't know anything about either of the Yules you met.
How about the one that you
What do you
know?
mean? She could be a time traveler, right? Just like you and me and Snow.
I don't think so. She's like a reincarnation. A new Yule born over and over.
She's like George
In
Foreman.
each generation of
There's
the
many of
there's
them.
a girl with the same face, the same powers born. That girl is always called Yule.
So you're saying every age we travel to, there's a different Yule waiting?
Well, assuming the Farseers have lasted this whole time, then yes.
But they're all different. And neither are the Yule I knew.
She comes from Paradise City.
It took me a long time to actually start believing it.
Well, stop. Because it's stupid.
No.
I've been thinking we should get that treasure chest back there.
If we keep traveling through time and resolving paradoxes and changing history,
We eventually both stop existing.
doesn't that mean the future you come from will change along with everything else?
And then you won't have helped me change history, and then we'll create a paradox.
Perhaps it'll become a future where I never existed.
And thus you don't travel back in time.
Sure it is. But it's okay if it does.
I suck.
There's too much sadness in my world. Your future. It'd be better if it never happened at all.
I could hang out in your past.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so impressed by the idea of
Come on,
farming.
Let's go. We've got a date with lightning, remember?
Yeah.
Sure thing.
Okay.
Sure, we got a date with lighting. Whatever, pal.
Something looks different from the last time we were here. Mog, is this even the same place?
This is the void beyond, Kupo. It's just one of the many shadows of Valhalla we found, Kupo.
So it looks similar, but it's really a separate world. That's why there are all these little differences.
Let's go see what changed.
Yeah, it makes all sorts of sense.
This throne. I remember it from my dream. This is where lightning was praying to the goddess.
Oh man, did I just lose my? Okay, but say I thought I maybe lost my chance to do all the treasure chests. Kabow bow, kabow bow, bow bow bow. $800 gil doesn't really seem like that big of a deal, you know. Yeah, I don't think any of these treasure chests that I'm thinking about or that I missed were a huge deal. This is the zone where I was at before, and they were trying to tell me, oh yeah, you should have thrown Mog around. Well, that one was like cloaked under Inviso power anyway. That one I might have been able to reach if I was paying enough attention. I'm looking more like that way. Oh. I see one. I think we'll be able to reach it 4 reels later, but Sarah mask?
Nice.
Why not a stud mask? And is it really that nice? Do you think the monsters think it's nice? Wait a second. I'm trying to... Yeah, they don't even... doesn't even wear it on his face. Am I supposed to be able to adjust it so that it actually covers their face? Does it cover the face of a monster? Is this whole thing just really silly and I should not even be spending this much time on it? That's a strong possibility to consider. Alright, folks, I'm going to call it a video there. When we come back, we will see what happens when we try to leave the land that time forgot or whatever it's called this time. I'm the Mysterious JG. Thanks for watching. I'll see you then. Bye-bye.